be playing later on tonight. But right now, Virtus.pro, all they can focus on is getting every wins. But the problem is, in front of them is HellRaisers. And they're focused on a fight of their own. Can they stay out of them relegation spots? At the moment, they haven't played too many games within the Pro League. So, you know, there's a long way to go for these guys. But obviously, as you mentioned earlier, they brought in the likes of Oscar and co. There's been a lot of changes in this team.
There really has. And I think that's my main kind of question now is surrounding how well these guys can perform. Of course, the two new names you may not recognize as much is going to be Sticko and Oscar. Sticko, a player that a lot of that region have kind of recognized as a real force to be reckoned with. There was a couple of rumors circulating that Navi had their eyes set on him as well. Right now we are going to be seeing what is a 4 versus 3. VP are trying their best to try and make an impact onto the side, but it doesn't look like it's going to be greeted too kindly by HellRaisers. It's going to be Angel and Kucha. Oscar finds one as well. He found 2 that round, as did Angel. And HellRaisers are going to pick up a rather quick pistol round as well. Virtus.pro kind of put all of their eggs in towards that A basket, and it didn't quite work out.
Yeah, LMBT in there as well. So 3 new players within the team since obviously we saw them last time around, or it's been like you say, an ongoing rotation from HellRaisers since Dozier's departure. A lot of things have been changing within this HellRaisers matchup, but great little pistol opener for them. Virtus.pro, of course, on the attack with the bomb in hand. Now Neo did have the scout, and then just got picked apart by Oscar.
That was nice. I mean, he was expecting some sort of presence into connector, but peeking so deep so early, that's going to really get on the nerves, I think, of Neo, as he's the one that would once again invested into that scout. He did exactly the same in their previous game up against TSM, and now it's going to be Oscar looking for a second. This is very nice. Just find Snacks. He's clearing out. Process of elimination, really, through connector. Such a focal point as well for overpass. Sometimes it can be understated just how powerful this location is. In the meantime, Kucha does take down Passion. Now all on to Bialy. They know exactly where he's coming from. He's being hunted down. He is going to make an impact, though, as he cuts HellRaisers down to 3. And now, he's actually almost in a 1v1. This could work out quite well for him. Oh, if he'd have found it, he'd have cut them down to 2. They kind of gave him a little too much breathing room there in my books.
I think I may have actually wet my pants if he'd have got that flick originally on the pillar there. It was just like spanned straight around 360 and put all off a shot, but it didn't quite work out for them. So Virtus.pro did invest in that round, so they're going to have to go flat broke in this one, it looks like. HellRaisers, good start to pistol. Virtus.pro, 3 pistols down so far tonight already.
Flat broke, Lee. I think you'll find he invested in a P250.
Oh.
God!
Oh, the Reddit be onto me on that one, no doubt about it.
They've actually put a whole $250 into this one. That's like they could buy themselves a console, maybe a graphics card with that money. Either way.
I don't know if you can get a graphics card for $350 these days.
Really?
They're pretty expensive things nowadays if you want a top end, but well, Virtus.pro are again destroyed, as you would expect. They're going to find I thought they were about to get the 1 there, but Oscar not quite going down. LMBT does, though. Not really a name that just rolls off the tongue, is it, LMBT?
LMBT.
Limiter. I mean, if we're going to use, what's the German letters for
because Dosia was playing again. This was what was really weird to me, is HellRaisers, they said goodbye to Dosia.
I don't really know who their team is these days.
So I know Oscar, I know Sticko, or Styko. I'm probably going to be butchering that, but I've only ever kind of seen his name in passing and seen it written down in kind of these games, but LMBT, I could assume it was Dosia. Dosia was playing with them not too long ago. Let me just have a look if he's got the...
I like the fact that Oscar got sort of semi-recognised by the fact that he was playing those Face It Pro League matches, and it was just that's where he came from. He was doing really well in them. It was actually during the major when everybody was like playing like crazy. But it is HellRaisers decimating Virtus.pro. They do get 1 and 2 on the board for Snacks. But he paid a little bit of a heavy price here. Now Bialy alongside him, we're going to have to go big here. This was the rifle round for them. I say was because they've already been knocked down to 2 players. Kucha's going to be the man that runs around to long, and he might well find Snacks as he creeps on forward.
Okay. My eyes are locked on Kucha here because he has the key to the round for HellRaisers. This will be their 4th. This is actually a real crucial round in order to try and start and hit the ground running, and he gets 1. It was the low health player, Snacks, so not the best bang for his buck, and now it comes down to Bialy and Angel, and I'm going to have to keep calling it LMBT for now.
They have to be clever about this. They're actually holding the middle ground, and Bialy's already passed them by. And there we go. He actually threw the nade into sight, which gave Angel a massive warning sign that, hey, he's coming around this corner. So it's going to be a one-on-one when they come around the corner. It's still totally doable by Bialy here. He's in Fairly good spot, but he's not looking this way. I think he's expecting them to make the rotate. Yeah, oh, Angel got some free shots and he didn't make them count. That nade will catch around the back of him, knocks him down to 27. 27-22, but LMBT is going to join him as he sticks in the smoke. Gets a little dream around the side, LMBT. He's going to slow himself. He gets himself the hit. Can he get the second? No, Angel will catch on towards him, and HellRaisers will pick up the round, but that got a lot closer than it should have.
Yeah, VP managed to claw something real kind of magical out of the bag, really. Didn't quite manage to close it, but that is going to be big for HellRaisers. 4-0 now. VP again are going to be kicked back down to the dust by the wayside. And, you know, we were just talking about Oscar. We didn't quite get to finish our discussion. But right now, he's sitting on 9 frags straight at the top of the scoreboard for HellRaisers. And, I mean, what does the FPL let you practice? A whole lot of fragging. It is quite literally fragging against the best, and now he's doing it in a team environment.
With the best against the best, yeah. It worked well for them. And I think it was JW I saw that was tweeting out. It's like, would this player have got this chance without this? It's really actually helping out the pro scene. Certainly the teams that are not at the top, but are trying to get there. Basically, it's tier 2, tier 3 teams. So giving them a big chance here. So what are Virtus.pro going to do here? Once again, down to pistols. Got to try and make something count. Oscar playing it very cautiously there, or riskily, I should say. That's the word I was actually after with the AWP, but totally the opposite.
Throwing caution to the wind, perhaps.
Oh, well, there you go, there you go. Thank you. Helping me. If only I'd have knew that at the time. But Kucha gets himself one on Pasha, and the rest of VP just walking into rifles.
Yeah, they are. They're just going to be shredded. They did invest into some smokes and flashes, though, and it doesn't look like they've kind of implemented them optimally by any stretch of the imagination. Look at this. It's just a shooting gallery for Styko. And that's going to be another one. 5-0.
Not a good start for Virtus.pro.
I mean, they've had, what, 2 chances so far? It's been the pistol and it's been that rifle round. Neither has really worked out. I mean, you could argue there was a third opportunity with Neo on his scout, but that got taken so fast away from him, I almost forgot about it.
But this has been a quick fiver. This isn't like it's a slow, steady, close thing. This has been a pretty fast round so far. Maybe trying to, maybe they got dinner starting at past, who knows. But as it stands, VP now with the weapons in hand. Neo with rifle. Let's see if he can make use of it this time. LMBT's not going to peek it down at Monster. Oh, he is. He's going to peek. If it does go a little too far.
This is going to be the first real test for LMBT and Kucha, because they are about to get completely pincered in. 5 members of VP are about to make the hit, and 3 members of HellRaisers are over at long. They've got to pull their socks up and run, because now LMBT has to go big, and Taz just laughs at him.
Kucha, the last man, stuck in pit, stuck away from it, and then VP actually, they're kind of wondering where everyone is. I think that's the problem right now. They do manage to get Kucha down. They're a little confused, a little slow. Shooting each other. That's how confused Virtus.pro are, because they're wondering where the hell is everyone. Neo doesn't manage to get down on Angel. He gets taken out instead. Snacks quick response though. And now 2 members of HellRaisers trying to clear them out. Snacks gets himself up into Toxic. Sneeko backing away. Oscar's going to challenge on Piali, but Piali will find him. And Styko, last man standing. Total confusion from Virtus.pro in that round. Totally expecting more people in there.
Yeah, I think that was, I mean, the kind of evidence of that was in the shots.
I think it was Taz that was getting shot in pit, wasn't
Snacks,
it?
Yeah, Snacks was just laying into Taz, brought him down to 22.
What are you doing, bro?
Unfortunately, they do pick up the round and get away. That's the most important thing, getting away from that bomb radius, maintaining the rifles and starting to build some economy for themselves. That's the first round we've seen then for the Polish side, and managed to see actually Styko just recover himself an AK.
Yeah, happy with that. Of course, HellRaisers haven't got the economy to just get straight back into this one, so Oscar's going to pick himself up the AWP when he hand that across.
Double
AWP. Okay, LMBT's going to take that one over to B site. We'll keep our eye and see if it works out. Neo, again, didn't really land the shot. He was the man with the AWP, and it was LMBT that challenged him out and quickly caught him down. I tell you, it was Kucha.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is an intriguing one. AWP's very, very powerful, both on the A and B site. Go for the early mid control, making sure that they can't threaten towards Fountain and Party early, even towards Long, and then sending one towards Monster as well. That's what they've done, and now Taz has just taken Angel out of the running straight off the bat, taking Connector for himself, and that's really an integral part of an attacking side. Nice angle held by Kucha. Is going to take a lot of damage for that peak, and now he's backing away to safety, while the bomb from VP is going to start making some leeway, especially considering Snacks has found Oscar.
That was a real risky peak, and then Oscar went straight back and double looked at it, and they were just lining up for it. So Virtus.pro got themselves almost 2 kills for free there. Are they going to rotate? Looks like they are going to switch things up and go in towards the A site. Kucha was the sole man with LMBT up in Sniper, covering off. LMBT's got plenty of time to rotate. Styko, the last man up in A site at the moment. He's got 4 members of Virtus.pro heading towards him. There's the warning sign, I think. Was it enough of a fake? Actually, looks like HellRaisers are going to back away from it. They've either misread this horribly or backed out of the action, because they're all on B.
Yeah, this is... it's either the world's smartest early round save,
or yeah, what
or
the
something
hell?
could be going horribly wrong. They are completely anticipating some sort of presence on towards VP. I think they're starting, piecing together, and it is just going to be a case of, okay, we've lost the side.
It's the world's earliest save.
That was very, very quick decision made by HellRaisers, and now they're kind of realizing that with the bomb going down, I mean, 10 seconds left, they're nowhere to be seen on B. They realize VP have completely seized control of A, and instead of, throwing those 3 remaining corpses on and just adding more to the pile, a higher investment into the round, they're just going to go ahead and let the second round go the way of VP. Look, I don't think a single point of health was lost from VP in that round. Precise pickup of the second.
Yeah, that was Taz, honestly. Taz going straight down in connector and landing the shots, and then Snacks came down to back him up. Worked out well for them. They've got themselves stacked out towards the T-spawn. Virtus.pro cautiously approaching it. They haven't got the greatest of economies just yet, so this is going to help them, though. Not losing a single man, getting the bomb plant down. Very pristine round for Virtus.pro overall. 5-2.
Pristine. That's a lovely name. That's a lovely word. I'm going to add that one.
Yeah. Get it on the collection.
Internal list. Yeah, pristine round. It most definitely was, and it's a perfect word to summarize just how they Virtus.pro members have executed their last 2 rounds. Actually, no, tell a lie. The round prior was a complete shambles. They still picked it up, but they were shooting each other. Yeah. They were shooting each other and really weren't quite on the ball. Fortunately, HellRaisers were nowhere near the ball. And now it does look like, oh, this is aggressive play from the CTs. They're going for early intel. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to find anything, though, because it's going to be actually Snacks and Taz doing the same play through connector once again. And again, VP get control early without anything from HellRaisers to respond.
And nade tapping onto Taz there, so they saw him come through. I think it was Kucha that managed to get the nade onto him. LMBT's going up close and personal there. They're going to push through the smoke. This could be great. He's actually just going to creep on through. He's gone around the back of them. Oh, but he's just sprayed and hit nothing. That was not pretty to watch, LMBT. Really didn't work out well. Angel now going to try and do the same thing, but he's going to get spotted by Snacks over the top of the smoke. And that was a bomb plant now coming in. But Styko's going to be the one that challenges. He's coming straight through Monster, straight in towards them around the side. Oscar also just trying to push on through. Oscar, last man now with an AWP. Oh, the flick not quite working, and Bialy just picking himself up 4 kills there. What the hell, LMBT? He was in such a great position to make it crucial and then just like fluffed it.
Yeah, but that's one of those things that makes good players great, is when you do not fluff situations like that. Because I know, and I'm sure a lot of viewers at home know, if you're in that situation, you're sitting there like, oh my god, I'm right behind them. Wait, they don't know I'm here, and you just get this kind of pump of adrenaline. As if you can't stave it off, you do just end up fluffing your lines and
just hold the mouse button down, spray wildly, swing around the screen.
You see it happen at all levels of CS.
I do it every time I play.
And we've just seen a prime example of that one from LMBT. Styko as well was kind of trying to go 1v3 at that point, because Oscar was just trying to land wallbangs with the AWP. We're not too sure whether there was a lack of communication there. But anyway, that round aside, we're back into this one, and an intriguing buy for HellRaisers. We're rocking the AWP, we're rocking the M4, and then a couple of armored Kevlar Deagles are going to be bringing into the fray as well. Up against a very packed to the nines Virtus.pro. They are going to be trying to lock someone out, and Pasha is the one to be turning the key. Bialy gets a second as well, as now HellRaisers, they've just lost their 2 weapons.
Oh, Styko's down long as well. Pasha's about to push around on towards him. We'll see if we can get a glimpse or not. Just see Pasha kill him in the kill feed. I'm down with either, honestly. But 5 members of Virtus.pro as they push around. LMBT over on B site all alone. Kucha might find Pasha. Pasha's in party right now, and Kucha's pushing through the tunnels, the toilets just behind him. Restrooms, toilets, WC, whatever you want to call it.
Restrooms is very American, but that is what I call it as well, I have to be honest.
This is a German map, so it should be the German name.
Toiletten! No, not going to happen. Taz does get the front to LMBT, and now Kucha is hanging out at the towards long, actually. And I wouldn't be surprised if Pasha goes hunting if there is any indication given by Kucha. I don't think he's made too much noise now, and he could very well turn this one around and grab himself an AK.
Pasha's not looking, though.
But no, it's Kucha! Oh! Pasha brings the party to
easy
Kucha.
Kill for him. That's an easy 3K for him there. No. Very nicely done. Well, we were talking about HellRaisers' great start. Virtus.pro have definitely made them suffer in these last 4 rounds. It's been pretty convincing back and forth.
It's exactly the same as how Mirage played out for VP. You know, they lost those first, I think it was 4 against TSM.
4, yeah. And
then they turned it back on its head and found themselves 4th on themselves. Could very well be happening again. Look at this. Just going up against the Deagles. This time in the hands of HellRaisers. Virtus.pro again going to be bringing all of their gear into this one. It's going to be Styko going for an early peek and ult. He finds nothing, but that is not the info he was looking for, unless he does catch a glimpse on towards this exit around playground. That's beautiful. Just the tag, though, as Pasha is going to be battered and not down. LMBT and Angel are left to try and keep this site safe. Oscar?
Oscar believes. He's got a hope and a dream with this USP.
They're not looking.
Peek around, Neo. They think they looked. Do they think they looked?
Process of elimination, man.
Pasha's there, though. Pasha's been in the right place at the right time a couple of times with these little sneaky plays. Of course, the man that normally does it himself. Angel and LMBT, they've rotated over towards A site, so they're going to try and hold them off with the Deagles, but it doesn't look like it's to be. And LMBT, the last man standing. 5 members of Virtus.pro all storming in his direction. And it's Pasha that gets himself a second 3K running.
There we go then. So we find ourselves at a level standing once more. And VP, they've just got bank for days now. The lowest standing member sitting on about 9,200 post-buy. That, my friends, is the AWP. That is scary. And HellRaisers in a much more dire circumstance. This is a big round then for HellRaisers. Where they choose to structure their defense could very well determine how well their CT hold continues in. And now, looks like VP are going to be the same thing again. A repeat this time as they head to try and stack out towards Playground, get some early long presence.
Yeah, Bialy, once again, the sole man over on B site, just spraying away, trying to sell the fake, trying to sell the distracting. Stako and Oscar pushed up quite aggressively. Oscar got himself 9 kills in those opening 5 rounds, but he's only got 1 since. Stako, the close man, could try and make them count. A lot of wall banging going on. Pasha was tagged pretty low. He's the man with the bomb. Let's make it this way around. Now, Staiko's making moves. Staiko's making moves over on A long. He's going to get around the back of Neo here. It's going to be an easy take for him. And now Pasha lined up as well.
Oh.
Pasha, how the hell?
Flash.
Spins around with 2 health remaining. Just one more shot would have done it. Now I think they're going to switch up. I think they're going to go towards B side. Where's Taz going? He's sitting in connector. Bialy's going to try and make the creep through. And he might find LMBT here. He does. That's a quick spray on the head. Oh, just a little glimpse of Angel in pit as well.
Yeah, so this is really looking a little dire for the CTs. They're putty in VP's hands at this point. They are going to start getting hunted down, though. Angel finds Bialy. Taz just shuts down 2 of them. Very, very nice from him, and now it's all on to Oscar. He has rotated. He has got the AWP. We're looking to finish what he started so long ago. He finally does find Pasha. He put a bullet into him at the start of this round, and now towards the end, he finishes it. Has picked up 2. This would be his 3rd then, as it would be for Taz. Both of these players now locked into a 1v. What? Oscar flicks around with a P250, a whole 180 degrees, and is going to be picking up the defuse as well. No kit needed as HellRaisers find their 6th.
I don't know what I'm more surprised by, that Oscar got the shot or Taz missed it. He was side on. And he just spun around. Look at Taz, look. Wow.
Wow.
How did he lose that duel? He's going to be, yeah, absolutely. Just not happy with that play, but 6-5 HellRaisers, just as the game was drawn tied. HellRaisers get themselves right back in there, and it is the man Oscar. As soon as I call him out, he goes and gets 3 kills. That's what I like to see.
Yeah, I do like to see a fast peak as well. I'm a big sucker for early AWP impact, and looks like nothing can be found.
Oscar, Stako, they've gone right up.
Oscar has gone straight up. Look at Stako, he's even one step further. He did this before. He's going to do it again, getting pressured this time from 2 different angles. It's Pasha, who's about to completely demand respect towards middle, as that's 2 huge players gone. Stako and Oscar now forced to watch the remaining 3 try and piece around together. And you know what they're going to do? They're just going to build off that. Bialy this time finds a frag. That was Angel, who was lingering over towards the B site, but the bomb and VP are about to hit A.
LMBT's in a good spot here. He's just holding it in. There's 3 people coming around the corner. Oh, he showed himself a little too early, though. Flashed his hand. Does manage to get a spray on towards Taz, but he will close him out. Now Kucha, the last man standing, trying to move around to site, but 4 members of VP on there. Bialy watching the back door at connector. And Kucha's just going to try and squeak his way up there. Honestly, I don't know whether it's just better to save the rifle by now.
I think he knows that as well, but he also knows he wants to try and take something away from VP, because their economy is insane right now. They're really, you need to force them to make investments, and it looks like he's going to do just that. Snacks is going to be buying a new rifle into the next round, and looking to try and build off that as well. Kucha happy to rock a pistol if he can take anything away from VP, but no. Bialy is happy to close.
Tapping into Sniper there as well. Nicely done. Well, he wasn't even in it. It was like deep in it. Just getting the angle. 6-6. Virtus.pro get themselves right back on the board again. And HellRaisers flat broke, sadly, because they just won the 1, and it just kills them, kills their economy.
Yeah, so, you know, I think I need to forget about Fnatic playing overpass, because they're the one team that makes me think, oh, you know, 6 on T side isn't enough. And then I watch normal overpass games, and I'm like, oh, wow, you know, they've done fantastically on T side. So let's just forget about Fnatic, and so far they've had a fantastic offense. at
This is one of the
time.
maps for me, every time I cast it, it's probably the most even. The most
What, like the closest gap?
Always leads you to getting an 8-7 at some point. But that was a great little take, by the way. We're missing some pretty important stuff here.
Oh!
Kucha, and suddenly this is a rifle round to a pistol round, and the pistol round is coming out on top. Oscar's managed to recover the AWP from Neo. Styko's got himself an AK. Now Virtus.pro in a real tricky position. Bialy has to go big here. Styko coming around the side. Taz running with the bomb in hand. He's not going to see him. He's not even locked. This is so easy for Styko. And now, bomb planting model or not, he didn't have any problems there. Bialy in a 2-on-1 just around the side. He's going to get outplayed. And that was an eco round from HellRaisers where they've come out on top. Shouldn't be happening for Virtus.pro. They took their eye off the ball there.
Yeah, and I think they were gone into a little bit of a false sense of security. They had a good read on HellRaisers' economy. They knew they were going up against a suboptimal buy, and yet they managed to fall foul to it. Very nice from HellRaisers. That's really going to be giving them a kick up the backside now coming into our final 2 rounds to see if they can get the little bit of a lead they need on the CT side. You said it's close. I don't think HellRaisers want it this close as VP are chomping at the bit to pull ahead.
Well, looks like a B hit this time around will be the play for Virtus.pro as they stack up in tunnels, storm the way through. LMBT's got himself up close again, that monster. He's going to make sure he doesn't fluff his lines this time around. Double stack coming out of Kucha.
Oh!
I know, use one of your lines, mate.
No, I'm just looking at this. This is glorious from
Really working
Kucha.
out.
The boost on the box isn't going to net them the kill they needed. They knew there was a whole lot of tees towards water, but nothing going to be coming just yet. Instead, this double AWP is going to go offensive. Look at Oscar creeping and crawling down the stairs. There is a player that could very well walk into his crosshair. It's going to be Snacks. Now sleeping with the fishes, quite literally, over in towards water. And now, 4 players from VP left. Make it not. They find 2. That's huge. Big flurry of frags for them. It doesn't look like they've finished just yet. Oscar and LMBT are the ones to chime back from HellRaisers. And now, on to Taz. 64 points of health, 3 members to find, and HellRaisers have managed to cut VP down to size in just 2 rounds.
Really well read by HellRaisers. That's the whole round. They pushed out on A side, got the information they needed, and then just collapsed on them. And Virtus.pro have just kind of been pinned in there the whole round. They've not been able to get in through those tunnels. Taz is going to have to go huge here in his 3-on-1. Nobody really looking his direction yet, though, and he has got the bomb. He can actually plant on B right now. Angel... He's tucked in around the corner, so we've got time. Taz is stalking, look. Stalking around the back of LMBT. He's not going to give up. Not going to chase too hard, though, because there's 10 seconds. Just going to go for the pillar plant. It's going to work. Oh, he gave up on the plant. Oh, man. Taz, you could have stuck that plant. At least got the plant down, but... Yeah, I mean, money's not exactly a problem for them. They can afford to buy. They've got a couple of people on 13k, so they can gift off those guns to Neo, but... Still, again, we're looking at potentially an 8-7 or a 9-6.
I mean, I guess his decision-making was he's better off taking a couple of weapons away from HellRaisers than he is.
Look at Oscar on that board. He's playing brilliantly.
Yeah, I mean, he picked up, what was it, like 9 in the first 3, and he's just built from there. Now residing on 17 frags. As, again, we see the battle for connector control, or no battle at all. Angel just throws in a flash and backs the hell up. He's not interested in letting... Taz and Snacks find early frags. Instead, it's going to be Neo who draws first blood. Styko is now eliminated on the map, and now just 4 CTs forced to rotate fast towards B because they are not waiting for anyone. It's just going to come down to LMBT. He's messed this up once. Is he going to make the same mistake again?
Yeah, they don't want to make the same mistake Virtus.pro here. They got caught, slowed down, drawn out, but LMBT pushes through. He gets just 1 through the smoke, but Angel will get a second. And now it's a 2-on-3, but it's Angel and Oscar in a very tricky position on this retake. That molly's going to force Angel out of the picture, and Snacks just bullies down Oscar as he tries to peek the other side. And now with the highest fragger in the game down, HellRaisers are in a tricky position. 8-7 beckons here as Angel has it all to do.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be most definitely going the way of VP unless something quite magical happens, but no, not today. Angel hasn't quite got his top hat on, and it is going to be 7-8 on the half. I would say HellRaisers is going to be happy with that.
What does the top hat at?
Because I said it has to be magic.
Oh.
And I was just, maybe I
Jeez, these puns are deep, man. I'm not going to go up my game. I've been spending too much time with Quickshot and Freak, and their puns are not quite so
profound.
Not quite so subtle as that. No.
That was a subtle one.
That was nice. I liked it.
Oh, you like it? Okay, phew. I thought I might have gone too far. Either way, here's going to be an intriguing one to see how VP approach CT, because their T side felt very much, there was like 2 set plays we saw there. It was literally Snacks and Taz, the connector show. They come down, they get given control by the end of it. HellRaisers were just throwing in a flash and hoping that, they didn't push through.
Yeah.
Taz was like, okay, that means I get immediate push through connector on towards B. B and then started losing. They started losing B a lot more often. How do they play it now? Over on the T side, HellRaisers is going to have to do something quite special. The pistol will be their first challenge, and let's see how they choose to structure it.
My favourite player to watch on here is Nico in the tunnels. It always, he does the same thing every round, yet it works.
And that's the most
just
frustrating
comes out
thing.
With the perfect angle, catches the guy just peeking over. Even with a deagle, it's like, bam, one shot, head gone. Thank you very much. Yeah, and like you say, most frustrating. Does the same thing every time. You know what he's going to do. Yeah, he still beats you out doing it. You think, this is not fair.
And imagine that against, against a whole team. You know what they're going to do. Talk about that in a second, because here comes HellRaisers. They're charging in towards the B side, but Neo is going to be finding the first one very early on. And a second this time, it's Taz who does pick that one up, and then finally Kucha does have a rebuttal, but is it too little, too late? No, the bomb's down, and now they just have 2 to work with, trying to keep the explosives safe, and the bodies just keep on dropping. Now just Kucha, as he is going to get hunted down. Oh, good God, he nearly took Taz, but that's not enough, and we are going to be seeing VP pick it up, and in truly telling fashion, with 4 players still standing.
VP finally went out of pistol. It took them 4 goes, but they've managed to get there eventually. Now, of course, that does put the game on an even keel at 8-8. Question is, what will they do with this? Big investment straight for those M4s.
Is that all M4s? I think they're going to be... I would expect an SMG. Give me an SMG.
Wants to say, okay, he's going to get a scout, of course. Why not? That's what he's done every single round so far.
And so VP are going to be rocking it, and it sounds like someone's unplugged their mouse. Doom doom.
Doom doom.
Doom doom.
Yeah, I don't think it was Pasha. It would be actually us.
No, it literally...
it was like perfectly timed.
Perfectly timed with Pasha.
Graham trolling us brilliantly.
That was great. Now, though, a completely unarmored HellRaisers going up against rifles. This sometimes can go horribly wrong, but fortunately Pasha is going to stabilize. Oh, HellRaisers are not rocking any boats today, as that's going to be 3 very quick frags for Snacks, as they do just get toppled over, and no hell shall be raised in that round.
How to pad your stats out. 4 for Snacks in that round. That's exactly what he would like. And more importantly for Virtus.pro, not a thing lost. That's just perfect, especially when they made such a big investment on them M4s.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, like, sometimes, maybe not so much on overpass where you can just kind of keep the T side at arm's length, but you see these M4 investments, and as soon as you lose 1-2 players, not only have you lost a lot of money, you've lost big weapons coming into the rest of that round. Fortunately, VP not going to be making that mistake, and we are going to be going into a next round, then 3rd of our second half. It does look like HellRaisers are trying something a bit different.
Have they sold a fake quite heavily on them here? No, Snacks and Pasha are going to go back in. They were kind of almost all heading to B site for one moment on the minimap I was watching, but they are going to stick around on A site. It is long where the bomb's currently sitting. That's with Kucha. As HellRaisers try to draw some focus towards this A site.
Okay, looks like VP have got a much better read than we saw from HellRaisers. Look at this, before the execute even comes out, they now have 3 players, nearly 4, ready and waiting on the A side. Let's see if HellRaisers can challenge out. Then here they come. The flashes and smokes have been released from both T and CT. And hang on a second, Oscar has caused me to stutter my words, as that's a fantastic pickup. Pasha puts them back in their place though, 4v4.
4v4, grenade just rattling through. Still yet to get the bomb plant down. A whole wall of smoke down there. There's the plant finally coming in. Kucha getting tagged up, but he does manage to stick it and gets the site control.
Oscar.
Oh, no, Oscar. He's definitely the superstar of this team today. Kucha with a good spray on towards Neo and leaves Pialo, the single man standing. Gets himself one on Oscar. Gets a little glimpse on towards LMT. It doesn't matter. LMT will take him down. I missed the B out.
It's a tough one. No, he didn't. And that's going to be 9-9. Very, like, that. This is something that I'm going to have to keep my eyes on, is Oscar, because I feel like we're not giving him the praise he so deserves.
He's got 20 kills. He's at the 20 bomb already.
Yeah, 20 bomb already. So is Bialy. Like, on the other side of things, it's not so outstanding. And Neo's sitting on just 4 for VP. But 20 frags. Beneath him is Kucha with just 11.
11, yeah. That's a big drop.
It's a big drop. And, I mean, he's definitely got the fragging capacity. Now HellRaisers just need to do a little more on that T side.
Snacks trying the 1D, does catch a little slice of Styko, but it doesn't take him down. Angel collects the bomb, and they're all going to be moving off towards A side. Pasha's trying to hold off at long. Everybody else from Virtus.pro. Neo pushing up really aggressively, actually. He's almost round towards T spawn, so he's going to continue pushing round, and that's given good information. Snacks has now got himself into connector as the rest of HellRaisers comes around. He finds himself one. Angel's going to try and push on through, but Pasha's going to get tagged off from range. Kucha, beautiful shot from him. Piano's going to go for a peek. Oh, he manages to nail the Oscar down, but Angel quickly reacts.
Yeah, now 3 under-armored, under-geared CTs are going to desperately try and find some way to retake this site. I highly doubt it. I think LMBT is just going to be the lamb to the slaughter now for HellRaisers, or not, as he finds Taz. He's expecting that second push, and oh, so close to timing it beautifully. It should be Neo going down. It took a while, but he got there in the end, and so no rifles for VP to save. That was their opportunity there, as it could have potentially been just a lamb with an AK, and oh, nice angle from Snax. He's going to reveal his location though, and HellRaisers find another. This is a much better start from HellRaisers than we saw previously. They lost the first 5 at the start of this one. Excuse me, no, they picked up the first 5, and now we've just seen them straight away bite back after the first initial 2 from VP. This could bode well for them here on the T side.
Yeah, the third round win won well for them.
Blah, 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 blah.
This horrible English right there.
Dr. Zeus.
Double
Dr. Zeus.
Neo and Snax. Okay. This is a big investment for the Virtus.pro. Everything's gone for this one. Oscar, meanwhile, got himself an AWP, but he's holding it in connector. Snax is the one up close again, just as he was in the previous round. He only had a deagle last time around. A lot of shots going his way, but he does back away. Very aggressive stuff with an AWP to go in that topper party.
Yeah, it's always good to see them. It's going to basically be either an AWP v AWP situation, or you're going to catch someone on the cross with a rifle. Not going to be the case this one, and so far there has just been a little bit of a bullet exchange. Snax is the one currently lowest on 60 points of health. The bomb on the way towards long. That's great from Neo. Takes down Oscar. That's going to be the main fragger now down from HellRaisers. And where do you build from here when one of your main building blocks, nay, your cement, has been taken away? Now 50 seconds and HellRaisers have been locked out by Pasha and co.
Pasha just holding. He's going to be careful because, well, they were looking to make a stack actually just above that smoke. Get a peek, but Pasha's lurking in the smoke still.
Oh, they've rotated. This is nice.
It's a full rotate to B. Taz and Bialy are waiting for them though. And Pasha read that. He saw them. He saw them coming around. So Pasha's going to push around the back, and he's giving the information more importantly to the defenders. They are coming your way.
Yeah, that's going to be easy for Taz and Bialy then. It seems like B has been completely dealt with. There's now just Kucha and Angel. They do manage to make an impact, but not enough as Pasha collects his double at the end of that one. Made the necessary call and finds the frags to back that up. As Virtus.pro behind the equalizer.
You know, we were talking about LMBT earlier on, how he comes through the smoke. Pasha, literally the guy you've seen do it many times in many highlight reels, does it once again. But it was all about the sitting. He was sitting at restrooms, saw them all back away. As soon as the smoke cleared, he went, there is nobody here. They are all coming your way, and just basically shadowed them all the way through connector and made it easy for Virtus.pro in the end. 10-10. Oh, look at this. Taking out all those windows. Yeah, angry Pasha.
I don't think there's any boost coming out of it either. It doesn't mean too much. Maybe just going to be a bit of a mind game at this point. Yeah. As he's going to be actually sitting in that very spot. Just waiting for his friends to join him. So we are going to be seeing then Angel onto Taz. Bialy responds, so that's going to be one of the rifles now down from HellRaisers. They still have 2 deagles on this side, and that's completely unretrievable rifle as well. And they're coming into Pasha's domain. He can hear them. He's ready and waiting. Surely Oscar's going to check that corner. He does have a deagle. 1 shot to the head is all it's going to take, and now he's going to be distracted and more. Snax collects 2. Now Pasha chimes in with one of his own, and HellRaisers are going to be seeing that 11 on the scoreboard for their opponent very, very soon, unless Kucha has got something for us.
Yeah, he saw Pasha just there. He's going to be ready and waiting for this one. The bomb was dropped there, though, so Snax was already holding the angle. There's the little shot flickering off the side as he tried to take a peek. Bialy trying to challenge him out now. Collects the bomb, but he shows his backside, but doesn't get caught. He's going to even challenge it again. Little overconfident there, but Neo came through connector and got behind him.
I mean, that was his best bet, is trying to cut it down to 2 as fast as possible. He knew where that player was and not quite going to be able to find the frag. It was a nice attempt, not going to be enough. As Virtus.pro now putting 11 on the board, and it is now back to P250s. It's going to be a double eco at this rate. Hang on, where are HellRaisers sitting? They have just lost 2, so they should be in a relatively good stead. 2 flashes and a couple of P250s.
And that is it.
And that's absolutely all.
That is the lot. They're going to be... Well, it's a Glock train. They're coming straight through. Straight to Taz's area, though. He's going to get himself 1, 2, 3, and not quite the 4th. Couldn't get the reload quick enough. Get a beautiful little freeze frame as he spazzes out on the floor there. Kucha, last man standing. Snack's going to peek around. Oh, no, it's going to be Neo from behind. And that's exactly the round the Virtus.pro would have wanted. A little comfort round.
Yeah, those comfortable rounds that need to be comfortable in order to keep your team kind of morale high. They do manage to acquire, excuse me, that one. relatively comfortably. You can just see that they just walk straight on in as he's just quite nicely manipulating his spray down. Not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but enough to shred through 3 HellRaisers right off the bat. Quick smoke towards short there from Neo as he's going to be diving now into the depths to try and get a quick hold and quick lock in towards this site. I'm not too sure where they're going though, because the bomb is actually looking to go straight down through Fountain. Snax is going to be the one to receive them. No! That's the AWP now down. Styko finally finds an entry, this time in favor of HellRaisers, and that's exactly what they need.
Snax has been trying to do that position a couple of times and still yet to go too successful. Taz gets one. Oh, little peek back in towards connector there. LMBT was lurking in the smoke. It's going to clear. It's going to get himself an easy shot on Taz. If that door pops open, is one of them just going to go left click and just to test the waters, just to see if there's anything there? That door can dismantle. Kuja's with the bomb over at long. He's creeping his way around, and actually Neo's the defender at the back. Taz just trying to get a little look at anything, any glimpse. Now that
he heard
jump,
that. He must have.
And MBT would have heard it. He's going to go for the door. Such a delicate little play. He's just going to run away for it. Oh, Styko's just run straight past Pasha. And Neo actually was the one that got the kill. Pasha gets a quick peek, gets a glimpse onto Kuja, but it's a little too late. And Kuja comes out on top in the duel. 2 for 2 as they take on site.
This is going to be a big one for Oscar. 2 to 5, but the bomb is down. He has some leeway. He has a way to an awful fake flash. He's so zoomed in, he can see that it's a pistol. This time it's going to be a decoy. He does find the frag, and now Oscar has a hope, a prayer. 34 points of health, but he's got a good angle. And Pioli trying to eliminate that. No hope with the molly. And that's going to be 2 for Oscar. And a crucial round for HellRaisers as they managed to keep that gap close.
That was very early to be looking to go for the bomb. There was a long time in that. He'd got a defuse kit in hand. And you would have felt that Taz would have said, I lit him up.
I love that because Oscar was zoomed in, like he was literally trained on that location, he was like, that's a pistol. That's a decoy.
That's a decoy. Yeah, you can see them just hopping past. You know, it works a lot of the time, but this time Oscar not being sold the fake this time as well. But Oscar doing great for them so far. 22 kills for him, 23 for Pioli. They are at the top of the charts, but right now, VP have stacked out 3 members at this B site. Neo's the one that's trying to get himself an early look, and Oscar's actually just around there, so it's AWP for AWP as they try and trade angles. Oh, it's going to be Oscar, surely, but comes out on top, but Neo just peeks first.
Yeah, he's got his Matrix AWP as well. Very nice, living up to his name.
Dodging them bullets.
HellRaisers are now going to be falling to 3. Snax the man responsible for the frag as Kucha does bite the dust. HellRaisers, it feels like unless they find that opening frag, they just start to crumble one by one. Angel has been falling foul to the same kind of, like, sector of the map every single time, doesn't matter how he approaches it. And now, Neo is going to be looking for his third. Doesn't look like it's going to be given to him too easily as LMBT has recovered Oscar's AWP, but Styko in the meantime does go down, and now all on to LMBT. Does find one onto Neo, so no third for him. And oh, it could have been nice, but Pasha just lucky to be alive at this point. Bialy, excuse me, was the one that was lucky to be alive. And now 13. Unlucky for some, but looking at the economy of HellRaisers, this could very well be a quick 14th.
Yes, indeed. And obviously looking at the previous time they tried a Glock train through the tunnels, it backfired horribly. Taz was ready and waiting. Could we see the same again? It is a double AWP, of course, from VP, because they did rescue that one. That means Pasha's going to be sat with it alongside Neo. Snax this time will, again, push up close on Party, but he's going to have an M4 in hand. And that's where HellRaisers are heading right now. Instead, he's just going to smoke them back up. He realizes they're going to be on the low economy, so doesn't want to go for any risky plays, just backing up Pasha.
This is a big one for HellRaisers. We've seen them pick up a round like this before. I think they had a little bit of extra kind of bite to their bark, but now they just have 2 pistols and some one Kevlar vest. Let's see if they can build anything up. They have managed to get through to long, and that's just kind of, that's been given to them by HellRaisers. Excuse me, VP. Pasha onto Oscar, and oh, a quick second straight through smoke. Angel down. That could have very well have been a third. Oh, not gonna happen. Tagged the legs, and LMBT punishes him for the repeak. And HellRaisers have at least taken the AWP out of play. I say the AWP. Neo has one as well.
Oh, lining up. Snax peeks. Couple of little one taps going out. Taz to close it out, and just one man stands. It is LMBT. Styko goes down as well. And as we suggested, it would be a fairly easy round. So, Virtus.pro, 2 rounds away from victory here. HellRaisers, they need to turn up the heat. They need somebody to help out Oscar. This beautiful little Pasha play.
That jump was all the intel he needed.
He got the leg as well on the final, just didn't get the kill. Unlucky.
what could have been. But this is another tough one for HellRaisers. They know they don't want to be taking this. Battling from that 15 is always a bit of a scary margin. Instead, they do bring Galils to the party. And I say the kind of Galils, they have really kind of scraped together what they could have. Oscar just with a deagle, but still no nades. They've only got a couple of smokes to work with, and they're going to be walking straight into Pasha. He's going to be making the call now as well that there's plenty more where that came from. And Long is going to be the target for the two of them.
Yeah, Snax is going to pop flash himself out. Comes around. Oh, doesn't come out on top, but more importantly, A-side has just been wiped out. Taz is left there. He's going to have one hopping up, and it's going to be Oscar. What the hell? HellRaisers just decimated Virtus.pro on A-side. They felt comfortable, it looked comfortable, but they are all low on hit points. Bialy is the man that comes through. Lines at one. Styko almost came in towards Angle as well. I think he realized it. Now, bomb is down and in play, but they've all completely backed away. They're on a whole different range.
Yeah, this is the perfect plan for this situation now, where Bialy, who was in this position before, he threw a molly towards Oscar and did bite the dust. Now, he's up against 3, and there's just almost no hope for him because of the time. Unless they haven't got their eyes trained on it. They are going to be going for this one. Surely they know. Surely they have the lineup. They must do.
My God.
No, don't you dare! He's holding it! 1 second! Bialy gets away with murder!
That's
he pulls
horrific.
the defuse right from under HellRaisers, and they are going to be kicking themselves.
Oh my God. When you pull back, you have to know where the bomb is, the exact position. There was 2 people lined up for that. But they were shooting it with AWPs. And it was just like, well, let's just maybe switch to anything, be nothing. Oh my.
That's
3 on 1 to just smoke and defuse. That should never happen in a pro game. But it just did.
Yeah, that's insane. And now, oh, VP, they're going to have huge smiles on their faces coming into this one. Now, just 1 round away, HellRaisers had an opportunity to build some sort of comeback. And, oh, Styko actually get a little kind of a stutter there in order to peek a little more effectively. I haven't seen that before.
Yeah, Angel just got caught out, by the way. He just pushed straight through tunnels on Taz. Was right behind him and didn't even check the angle. It was a 50-50. Look left, look right. He generally looked right, and he was a left. Snack's not going to come out quite there, but Kucha with a team kill onto Oscar. That's not the best you want to do when he's your highest fragger of the game. But Neo and Bialy in a 2-on-3 make that a 2-on-2 as Neo knocks one down, and a second as Styko gets dropped to the floor. And LMBT with the bomb, making the long run all the way around from T-spawn.
Okay then, LMBT. Everything to do, everything to play for. Looking to keep that 16 off the board for Virtus.pro. Not going to happen. Bialy finds his first of the round. And the last necessary